Hi, my name is Analyse, and today I'm gonna present to you the extracurricular life in Lithuania during 1 month. Let's go! Week 1. The first week started with me seeing her again, my correspondent, visiting Kaunas and meeting her friends. Now for the weekend. Druskininkai, a city with a lake, with a marvelous aquatic park and a lot of historic things. I really enjoyed it here. I had the possibility to learn more about my family and to connect with them, because we ate at the restaurant and we played all together. Week number 2. During this week I celebrated Luca's birthday, so he's right there with Elinga at McDonald's. I also cooked and baked with my host family and we made this huge pizza with 3 different tastes. Then comes the Mama Awards. It was truly amazing. It's like a Energy Music Awards but in Lithuania, and I discovered so many artists and I had such a great time with my correspondent and her friends and her family. Then, during the weekend, my parents arrived and we had a great time together, enjoying Kaunas or Vilnius during the second day. Vilnius is the capital and we visited it and we discovered a lot of new things, and our family created a new bond, a deep bond. And we also enjoyed VR with my family and my correspondence about Lithuanian artists. Week 3. During that week, my correspondent and I did a lot of karaoke. We spent the most of our time together, and we did a lot of karaoke and singing with the guitar and that kind of stuff, because we are both musicians and it is something that we love to share. People say that music is the universal language of mankind, and I totally agree on that, because my correspondent and I, before we even got to know each other, we just made music together and we spent so much time and we did so much music together, and it's what brings us together, what is the basement of our bond. The third week was the week of the sales, so obviously we went shopping with my correspondent, and all the clothes that you see in those video pictures, I took them back in France. I also learned how to bake a tiramisu, and even though I don't like coffee, it was really fun to bake with my host sisters and to learn to share something. It was moments full of joy, to be honest. During the weekend of the third week, we went to the zoo with my host mom and my host sisters, and it reminded me so much of my Poland mobility last year in second, because we also went to a zoo and we had the opportunity to take snakes in our hands and those kind of creatures of animals. And at that moment I was disgusted, but when I think of it nowadays, it makes me smile so much. During this weekend I also went to an Erasmus meeting, and it was really different from France's one, because in Lithuania they don't have to do a lot of work when they go with this kind of Erasmus. They just go to the trip, they just receive, and that's it. They have a diplomate. Week number 4, the last one. We went to a museum about physics and chemistry, and it was so interesting. I understood what we said in France during my chemistry lessons, and I saw how it applied in real life. And it was really fun because it was interactive and we could experiment the things by ourselves. Here you have a little formula. And then made us realize the importance of seatbelt in cars by a funny way, which was what you're seeing right now on the video. This was the week of new things. Trying sushi, which I liked, painting, which I'm a newbie to, and I also enjoyed a last meal with my friend from last year, which name is Gaili. She's living in Lithuania, so I don't see her often, so we just enjoyed our time here. Then I said goodbye to the cat. I did one last karaoke with Yeva and her sister yesterday. I said goodbye to everyone. It was full of hugs, tears and everything. And I had one last breakfast made by Inga, Yeva's mom, and then it was time to come back in France. As a conclusion about curricular activities in Lithuania during 1 month, I would say that it really depends on the week, it depends on the host family you got, but mine made me do so many things I'm forever grateful for. Thanks, Erasmus.
Welcome to Lithuania. So, as you can see here, there's a lot of snow everywhere and every time. Here you can see the stairs on the school, and as you can see, the man in front of the stairs, it's like the founder of the school. Here you can see the lockers, because students in Lithuania are not allowed to keep their coats in class, so they need to put their coat on the lockers. Now we are in mathematics class, and in mathematics it was really difficult for us because we don't have the same in France. And as you can see here, computers were allowed in class, so everyone used it, like students and like professors, so it's really more easier for everyone. Photo, you can see me in the library because we spent a lot of time in this library because we need just to have a lot of calm for work. As you can see in this clip, you can see that the school celebrates success because like here you have trophies, you have awards that make the students really a part of the school. And for lunch we have a lot of salad like here because you can see that we eat a lot of chicken in Lithuania, and in this canteen they serve a lot of salad. In this clip you can see the canteen that was really big. So with our lycée we have a lot of English classes, so like here, and we spent a lot of time in this classroom because it was like our little whippers. And now I will bring you with me for the after school, because after school a lot of students go out in the city for just eat something or just hang out with friends. It was the church, because the church was really interesting to see because it's really not the same design as in France. I will bring you with me in the museum because education is not stopped with the school, it's continue with everywhere and every time, like here with the painting of immigration. In the museum we have this one, is a painting which called Wicked the Dream, in something like the slaves in America. This mountain you can see a flag of Lithuania, and it was in the center of Vilnius, so it was really surprising for me to see that in the center you have a lot of history. Here you have Mini, and which represent the modern woman in the society, because women just need to do everything, and Mini represent it. Here you can see the pink soup. It's something like a really typical meal. It's a really cold soup, so it was really surprising. With my family we went to the War Museum. As you can see here, it was really the Hunters Museum. In this picture you can see a woman who was holding some Ukraine flag, so Lithuania really support Ukraine, and it's really a part of the actuality again. And here you have the Life Museum. It was outside in front of a lot of people, so like here you can see flowers and lights. I also visited a new castle because this one was really special, because in this one the last king died. And this picture was taken in the castle. This photo was taken in the center of Vilnius, the capital of Lithuania. Thank you for listening, and I hope you enjoyed the video.
Welcome to this video about the sustainable development in the beautiful country of Lithuania. Located on the shores of the Baltic Sea in the northeastern part of Europe, Lithuania has undergone a considerable downsizing since they were opened with, and is now the 24th largest country on the continent, with 65,300 km square of landmass, making it the 124th largest country in the world. There are about 2.8 million people living here, making the country rank 35th in Europe. First, we'll take a look at how this country is acting in several important areas. First, renewable energy, then eco-friendly transportation, next, the protection of nature and biodiversity, and finally, citizen and economic initiative for a greener future. Today, 40% of the Lithuanian electricity comes from renewable sources. Wind energy plays a central role. Wind turbines generate clean electricity without polluting the air or emitting greenhouse gases. Thanks to investment and government support, Lithuania is rapidly expanding its windy energy capacity. The country aims to achieve 100% renewable energy by 2050, and wind power, especially from offshore turbines, is key to this goal. Offshore turbines are particularly effective because the wind at sea is stronger and more consistent, providing a more reliable power supply. Solar energy is also growing fast in Lithuania. Many homes and businesses have solar panels, reducing energy bills while providing clean energy. Large solar farms are also being built to supply more electricity. Despite being underused, solar energy is clean and free, and it reduces dependence on fossil fuels. Since solar panels only generate power when the sun is shining, energy storage technologies are key to solving this issue. The government supports solar energy by offering subsidies to make it more affordable for households. Lithuania also relies on biomass, wood, and agricultural waste for energy. This renewable source helps recycle local resources and reduce dependence on fossil fuel. Another important renewable energy source is hydroelectricity. The Kaunas hydroelectric dam, the largest in the country, generates a significant portion of Lithuanian clean electricity, using water to produce power causing pollution. Lithuania is working to make public transport more eco-friendly. In Kaunas, the city is replacing all diesel buses with electric buses, which produce zero emission and help reduce air pollution. Lithuania is also investing in modern, energy-efficient trains that emit less CO2. The country is encouraging soft mobility, meaning eco-friendly and health-beneficial transportation like walking and cycling. Cities like Vilnius and Kaunas are expanding bike lanes to make cyclists safer and easier. There are also growing service for bike rentals and electric scooters, providing an alternative to car for short trips. Lithuania is rich in natural beauty, with 5 national parks and more than 30 natural reservoirs. The country is also dedicated to protecting endangered species. To fight deforestation, Lithuania has initiated large-scale reforestation projects, planting thousands of trees each year. This project helps restore damaged forests, improve air quality, and create new habitats for wildlife. In Vilnius and Kaunas, shops now offer bulk products, allowing customers to buy only what they need without plastic packaging. This reduces waste and promotes sustainable. Additionally, local markets are focusing more on organic and locally grown food, which supports sustainable agriculture and reduces transportation emissions. Lithuania encourages citizen participation through annual cleanup campaigns for beaches and forests. The country also promotes waste sorting and recycling. Public spaces and homes have separate bins for plastic, paper, and organic waste. In conclusion, Lithuania is making great progress toward becoming a more sustainable and environmentally friendly country. The country is focusing on renewable energy sources like wind, solar, and biomass, while also working to reduce its carbon footprint through green transportation and nature protection. Initiatives like zero-waste shops and large-scale reforestation projects show Lithuania's commitment to protecting its environment and promoting a circular economy. Additionally, citizens' participation is a key part of this transformation, with activities like cleanup campaigns, waste sorting, and local projects encouraging people to get involved. The government's support for eco-friendly startups and green technologies further strengthen the country's commitment to a sustainable future. Lithuania is a great example of how a country can move towards sustainability by investing in clean energy, adopting responsible consumption, and protecting its natural resources. With these efforts, Lithuania is on track to achieve its goal of 100% renewable energy by 2050, proving that a greener future is not only possible but within reach.